Janet Gidi. She tells me she lost everything, including her house in this flood.
A home, your hokatam, you know what to shishima. Kokro malanya pepe, a happy kokroama, oh, her hokata, which is shema she a cordial. A more royam vagie, ye give a vavin. Oh, Odola Numa, and your maula cramma the capomo. I can okay. My woman vaveta vignotia pon lagosago, many dadro, all a choto. I drama, avai flonu, avada. I can walk at town, obola mamma, a ga, moru, ayi, a bli, and macata me the capomo, a jala. Ami, and bobo, the camelia bofamo. Obe, come here, Goffy, Jidudoa, like Pagalamian, Mila Jiduana capomo. Habik Papalantina. That a comilic prinuhaha. Milik prinuhaha, Vavasa. No kagi and as a doggy and yamo, ya aswagba, Tohana ko avo, a cordula, the fala, amroji, nunca afo, there'll be mattress so cataola vava, mattress in my maula ha, me quad a co, I become a cata and knock, or here be a government of Quebec, Balanian, Cacamilla Camahada, Capomo. Down Macata, no, fear be no one, no chi in and ye, and young Yakatala of Fudenania. Arabic best. Never to have Matama the Pema Mamma, Mayon, Matama Dano. A boutique Madajiha, Mokbo. Arabic best. Never to have Matama Dano, the Pema Mamma, Mayon, Matama Dano. A boutique Madajiha, Mokbo.
Where the Dufia, even the Dufia of Kaji himself, was among the chiefs that we met with the Awamafia of Angon State. He was part of them. No, I think this time is the right time. When anything is happening, any disaster is happening, you have to take time to do a thorough assessment from a scientific point of view.
He noted that according to research, the water level in the lagoon as of Wednesday, 18th October 2023 at 8:13, the water level the lagoon was 1.376 meters.
So I think this time is the right time. And also for the fact that this is the time we have seen this threatening high levels of the lagoon. I say threatening because since I was born in this area, I'm not sure I have lived to see this high level over 1.8 meters. I've not seen that before. So with that, we quickly have to put in place measures, invite experts who will help us to know the decisions to be taken. So I think we are not too late.
Mr. Paul Sewo is the municipal engineer at the Keta Assembly. He has been speaking on the project.
We want to deflood the communities that have been affected in the flooding. There's a flood control structure meant for that purpose. So today, you are going to cut the bridge T and then open all the floodgates to enable the water to flow into the sea. Then after cutting, when you open it, then the water will flow with force into the sea. We are going to do monitoring. We monitor it because the sea will be a problem to us. But you want to fill our trench, so the machine will be there, opening it all the time. You look at the tidal waves also. When it's high tide, you stop. If it's low tide, then you open. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to monitor it seriously.
Ivy Satoji, Joy News, Keta.
Meanwhile, in light of increasing calls for the government to consider temporarily relocating the affected residents to the Sagleme Housing Project site, Information Minister Kojo Ponkroma at a news conference emphasized the government's primary priority is providing essential assistance to the victims.
Priority number one is to ensure that our brothers and sisters who have been displaced as a result of the spillage and the floods will get some relief. Priority number two will be to ensure that they get some assistance in getting back to their livelihoods and their communities. I think subsequent to that, if there are any further conversations, government will be more than willing to listen and engage on those conversations. But government is currently focused on the first two priorities, which is assisting our colleagues who have been displaced, and then eventually when the water levels recede, assisting them to get back to their areas of livelihood.
Okay. Will people face sanctions?
Like I've said, priority number one is to support people who are displaced currently. Priority number two is to get people back into their places when the water levels recede. And then subsequent to that, whatever else is outstanding can be examined.
Away from the floods in the North Tongue district, former NPP General Secretary, the late Kwejo Usefri, who was popularly known as Sir John, once made the statement, "Fear delegates," in reference to how delegates can smile in pretense toward an aspirant, take his gifts and assure him of their vote, only to vote against him in the end. Fear delegates has since become a famous statement, especially during internal party elections in Ghana. Ahead of the NPP presidential primaries coming up on November 4, Joy News will be talking to delegates across the country to find out what influences their choice of a candidate to vote for. Upper East Region correspondent Albert Story has been speaking to some delegates in Bolga and has come through with this report.
I am here at the Upper East Regional Office of the New Patriotic Party. My mission is to speak to delegates of the party to find out what they have in mind as the party prepares to go into the November 4 presidential primaries to select a new flag bearer to lead them into the 2024 elections. Having early on informed the regional secretary of the party of my mission, these 5 delegates volunteered to meet me here for a conversation. They are constituency and polling station executives of the NPP in the Upper East region.
I am the Bolga Central Constituency Youth Organizer, and then I
police station organizer.
So you are a delegate?
I am.
I'm the constituency organizer and member of the regional communication team. I'm also a delegate.
Doro electoral area, woman organizer. Yes, I'm a delegate.
I'm a polling station secretary for Zara East electoral area. Yes, I'm a delegate, a polling station secretary.
But do they have other careers or occupations outside of politics?
Yes, I'm a farmer. I'm a farmer and I do little business. Aside that, I am a teacher by profession.
Yeah, I am a teacher by profession. I do petty trading into Lucky Soap and so many confectionaries.
I'm the proprietor of Great Minds Academy. It's a school, and I'm also a farmer. I can tell you that I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm a trader, and I'm working under youth employment afforestation. Yes.
Outside of politics, I'm an accountant. I work with Ghana Education Service.
It is a well-known secret that politicians during primaries like the upcoming one often induce delegates with money, valuable items like electronic appliances, food items, and even promises of appointing the delegates to certain positions in government. So I ask these delegates of the Upper East region, would such inducements, if they are made, influence their choice of candidates to vote for in the primaries?
It's not about putting money. I am a farmer. I am a teacher by profession. I'm a businessman. Maybe the policy that the government or the candidate is bringing in place is going to influence my decision, and that is what we are standing for.
There's no amount of money that can influence my vote, because what we do or what we the youth should be looking for is competence. Somebody who you think he can deliver, not about influence my vote. Because what we do or what we the youth should be looking for is competence. Somebody who you think he can deliver, not about